Let's look at the World Cup finals, middle distance races. First, women. These were in Kuopio, Finland. Okay, first leg. Looks like Venla was fastest. And she went straight. Nothing really special here. You will have to see this and follow this and see this one and then to the knoll. And if you make some parallel mistake with these or this green and this green, and then you lose your chances right in the beginning. Next leg. Again, no much route choice, it's just straight. There's no point climbing too much here, so the optimal is here, and no point going deep in the screen and take any extra distance here, so just straight. Then long leg with some route choice, but not really. This is not that good. Too much distance and you save only maybe 3 contours or so. It is just between going really straight or slightly here to avoid some 1 or 2 contours climb. That maybe it is easier to take about like this control than going straight across this quite empty slope. So I think two-west choice may not be the most optimal one going this green S shape, but she was running confidently and fast, so that ended up being fastest. Okay, next. Again, no route choice, just straight. We'll have to just see this landform, maybe this flatter part here, and follow this steeper path and then to control. If you figure out those land shapes, then it is really easy. Okay, a short one, just straight. Okay, here we have this green slope and then it opens up and there's a lonely boulder. So I guess it's no point climbing too much, so maybe it is better go somewhere here and maybe even see this edge of the green. But anyway, when you go over this, then you should know where to turn. You may see this one also. And as you can see, those who made the big mistake were going too high and not knowing that. And then there's some with hesitating too much. Then, okay, again some empty. Here seems to be a slightly steeper part, and also here, and maybe you might see this too, and this is pretty not that steep, so might be good idea to go like this and maybe see this landscape coming here and then follow that and use the boulder and then to control. You might also try going straight and maybe spot this one somewhere from here and then turn to control, but there's this chance seeing this boulder and making a mistake. I think somebody did just that. Okay, going too far left and then thinking it is this boulder and this path, even this path, and then this shape is about like this green here and behind that, and then no control and then back. Quite big mistake. But straight was fastest. Okay. Here we have this hill, and if you go right like this, you avoid some climb. If you go like this, you might find some tracks here, but little bit extra climb. But you will not have to go to across this screen, so I don't think there's much difference. You just need to pick one route choice and then execute it really well. For example, these one are not that far behind really if you do it really well. But also like Sanna went really well by taking the left option. Okay, next. Then looks again just straight. So I guess it's not that bad idea to not go too high because you might make mistake at this side. But if you go a little bit right, you will see this field, so you will not be able to make any big mistakes here. So, but it depends how you find a fast line down here. So about straight, but avoid going too much left. Like that. I think Venla did find a good option, not having to go too straight down, and that was fast. Then a short leg just straight, and then lots of mistakes, but not much route choice really. You just need to go the right direction and see this one, and then it should be easy. This Mars and this Reintrant, and when you spot that, then you just go like this. You might even go a little bit right, so that you know that you're on the right side, and then just follow this slope and land feature right to the control. And the mistake, you can't go too much left because you will see, I mean right, because you might see it, landscape going down, so the mistake is going too much left. Yep, next. This is just straight. You will need to see this knoll, and then you know your position here, and then just straight to control. And then, okay, I guess it's better stay high. It's steeper here and less steep here, so follow this edge high, and about here you see how this landform turns. So when you see this landform turning to right, then you know you are on this spur and then just down to the control. Yep. Okay. Here I guess this is pretty clear. So you must stay high enough so you will not have to climb up in the end, so might be better stay here and then go across this valley and then follow this line to the control. About how Tuve did it, and she was fastest. Going all the way around this makes no sense because maybe 2 meters climb after this, so no point taking any extra distance for 2 meters climb. Then there must have been some sort of track already because most of them taking the same route choice and same line. But there's those cliffs, if you miss the gap between those cliffs, so you may lose time for trying to find the line down. Okay, and we are done. Let's then look at the top 25. Not like this. We will have to take the whole course and then top 25. So here Andreen was really fastest all the way from here all the way to here. Still slightly ahead of Tuve, but then a mistake. So what happened? Okay, she lost it here by going too much left, like that. And from then on, Tuve had the big lead and it was clear. There's someone else also ahead of Tuve. Hanna, not that big mistake really, but she just wasn't fast enough to beat Tuve. But I think Tuve must have done something in the beginning because everyone, I mean so many, is so much faster. She didn't have really that fast start, but small mistake in the first control. Then maybe again something not that optimal to the second control, but from then on looks like she was closing the gap bit by bit, and then with the help of others' mistakes she took the win. Here somebody made the big mistake in the beginning. Oh, searching too early. Oh, that must have been not fun. Here is someone making mistake. Okay, a small one. Here also. coming from up, searching too early. Yep. I guess that's it for the women's race. Then men's race, first leg. So the control is not the same. Women had it here, and that might result as some men following this women's tracks and some women following men's track. So that might explain some mistakes in the beginning. Anyway, here you just need to go straight and maybe see these two and run in between here and then turn to the top of this. You might also go like that and see this and follow this edge and or even straight. It is not that bad. That green really, I think. So the fastest was Victor and he took this left road choice. Was there any mistake? Of course. Somebody going all the way to the women's control. Second leg again. This is just straight, little bit left. Take this white forest and then straight down here and then maybe a little bit right, so you know you are here, and then just when you go to the steep part down, then you just turn left to the control. I don't think it's much point going like this. You might see this, but why? Maybe it is slightly less steep going like that, but any extra distance in Finland is in forest is not a good idea. Somebody, Anton, went like that, but lost 16 seconds. The next leg, third one. This is just straight. You might see a less steep part here and also here. So you should just climb up, spot this less steep part, and know that this steep part here is the one with the control. Then just follow that one. You might spot these cliffs and these features and then to control. You might also go up and then down, but that means extra climb and maybe it might be possible to go like that, but I don't think it's the fastest. Just straight and then follow this and then to control. Like that. Then a longer one. This is about like the women's leg, but and also it is not that good idea to go here because extra distance and green and rocky slope. It's much better up here where it is flat and not that steep. And just like in women's race, you just need to climb fast and be confident, and from here you need to have some kind of idea how do you go there, maybe seeing these landforms and then turn there, because you might make mistake here and also going too far here and seeing this field. Of course, if you make like this, it is not a big mistake, but maybe 20 seconds, and that's too much for middle distance. You need to know where you are and where to run and spot something here as a as a guiding feature, so you can spike it dead on like that. Emil was fastest. Then a short one, and that is just straight, and this should be quite clear. Flatter part here and steeper here, so should be easy. And again a short one, just straight. Then lots of mistakes. Okay, looks like here goes some steep line like that, kind of step, and then here is other part of the landform, and then let's look, and on the other steeper part like here. So I don't think you can make much mistakes here, but at this side it is possible, so it might be good idea to follow this in the beginning, so you know you are in this part of the slope, and then just see this edge, and then follow that edge and pick the control there, or at least I'd try to make it like that. And as you can see, most of the mistakes are at the left side of the control. No much mistakes on the right side. Somebody has been making some turns there too, but just one. Then again running across an empty space. This might be quite difficult to understand, right? So I guess the best idea is make sure you are a little bit right and maybe see this one. And if you don't see this one, you'd know that you are not really far left, I mean right. So this might give you some idea what is your direction, any line, and then from there just go straight and wait for, because here the landform starts going down, so you'd see this edge, and when you see that edge, then you turn slightly left to the control, because if you go just straight and don't know which side you are, then you come here and you don't know which side you are, you will make enten left or right, and you might guess wrong. Some have taken this way and or some this way and some straight. Then boulder, and no point going road. I think you will have to climb here. Better use this trail here and then just straight, or even just straight. It should be easy to see this vegetation boundary, so no hesitations, just straight as far as you can, and then from here to the control. Like that. Both options were used and they were equally fast, I think. Then a longer one with some route choice. Okay. I think this is slightly longer than the women's legs, so going a little bit right might be better option here than in women's version. And even if you think you will not go across this screen, you will end up here. So if you are here, it's not that far. Actually, it's longer. Go like this if you go here. So I'd say here and then across this part of the green and then down the slope and this landform here is the one you need to see and then to control. It went left across this clearing and it was slightly slower. Maybe 10 seconds or so. These are 10-second dots, so maybe he lost 10 seconds. Then just straight. And again, you can't make mistake going right because this field is saving you. Just straight. And then what we have here. Okay. So I guess you should see this Mars and this landform, and then from there you could follow this Rintrand up or whatever valley this is up to the control. And I wonder it is possible to make a mistake and follow this one, but nobody made that mistake, but some have failed to see this going too much right, and after not seeing that it is about using compass and trying to relocate, and that means mistakes because there's nothing really here. I guess they have figured out that because they don't see anything and it is just slope, they must be on the right side, because here we have landforms all around, but here right side there's nothing. So seeing nothing means that you are too much right. Oh, that's quite a big mistake. Okay. Yet another leg with just going straight. You maybe want to go slightly here to not have to climb, but I'm not sure because you will have to climb about the same meters anyway. So again, the goal is seeing this one, and from there down here, this might also be useful. See this valley between these and then to control. I guess both options were used. Okay, I guess this is the same leg women had. And again, staying high is good, and going too early to the slope, even if you find the control, it is just slower. Typically it's slower here and better up here. Now again, you should go just straight and see this flatter part here. Maybe see this cliff and this valley, and by staying high enough, it should be easy. Just don't climb too much here. But the mistake is thinking following this slope like this, but instead following this direction, and then ending up here and having to go around somewhere, easily make 20 seconds mistake. I guess just did that mistake. Oh, keeping thumb here and seeing that the slope is going straight to control, and then just following the slope, and then the slope goes like this. So not looking at compass and seeing that the slope turns here, not at the control. Then simple straight down, and some have failed to look at the compass correctly in the beginning or here. If you look at the compass carefully enough, you will hit this part of the landform and find the control. Okay. Here you might lose some time by going here and failing to find the good gap down and then having to climb back up. So it might be better idea to not drop too early, but instead stay high enough, and when you have passed these cliffs, then go down. This should be clear enough to guide you to the control. As you can see, all the fastest times were made like that, and those who went here are clearly behind. I guess then we are done. And then let's look how this went. Baseline is winner, Eirik. And here Victor was faster in the beginning, but then losing time here. So what happened? Nothing special, maybe going too far, slightly too far left, or maybe some hesitation. Here is somebody still ahead, but then giant mistake. Okay, was the control 7. And then what happens? Kasper is quite close, but makes a mistake. The same control. And then closing the gap bit by bit, but then not just executing perfectly enough the end means that Eirik won. So what else happened? Here somebody, oh, big mistake. So we did something also. So the first control was pretty important to know what to do here, to know, figure some landform here to guide you to the control, because so many has made mistakes. Martin Hubman, okay, 7th control, same there. Only small mistake here, maybe also here. No, maybe just playing safe to avoid big mistake. Here somebody, Fabian, another mistake. Oh, that was some kind of Bermuda's triangle for Fabian because both times mistakes. Victor was doing well, but then something happened. Okay, here, following this slope here and thinking following these contours and not looking at the compass. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.